Welcome to the home of WWE news, rumors, and gossip in real time. Click the bell, subscribe, and turn on all notifications today. Don't forget to become a channel member and send a super thanks donation below. And now, your host. He is the most consistent and dedicated in YouTube history, Seanzviewent.
Top of the morning. Good morning. It is time to get up. It is time to wake up. It is time to eat. It is time to wake and bake. It's time to get out your coffee, your tea, your eggs, your bacon. It's time to get out the sausage. Remember to watch my channel, watch my show around the clock. Make Seanzviewent Entertainment a part of your day every day that ends in Y, because we do this because you ultimately matter. At the end of the day, your thoughts, your comments, your emotions, and your opinions. Now, as we always do, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW, even we splice that in there, we throw it in. What did you think about last night's edition of SmackDown? The blue brand on the USA Network last night. Was there an excitement? Was there aura? Was there anticipation? What did you think? Now, we rate SmackDown. We give the weather report from SmackDown. We rate it by the weather. We don't go by the usual, 5 out of 5 stars. We go by the weather. Was it rainy? Was it sunny? Was it hot? Was it fire? Was it a scorcher? Was it a dull day? Was it a boring? What was SmackDown to you last night, ladies and gentlemen? What was the blue brain to you? What was the match of the night? Was there a moment of the night? What struck you? What stood out to you? What would you have changed? What would you have done different about SmackDown last night? Because remember, without you, there is no Sean's View, and we need everything from you right now in the comment section below. Now, SmackDown has seen its ups and downs, but I don't think nobody would ever thought some 3 to 5 years ago, I don't think anybody would ever thought you would have saw John Cena and Logan Paul on the same team at the same time in tag team action. You think they would have been going against each other. They would have been opposing one another. But instead, we're seeing John Cena and Logan Paul on the same team at Money in the Bank. Speaking about Money in the Bank, it is next week. Are you looking forward to Money in the Bank? Does it look like a hell of an event? Does it look like a strong event? Does it look like a pivotal event? Does it look like one of the better Money in the Banks in a long time, or one of the worst Money in the Banks in a long time? What about the angles going into it? What about the storylines going into it? What about the predicaments going into Money in the Bank? It all goes down to your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Now, let's get into the rumors, the news, and headlines that you have come to anticipate and expect. By design, the brash and the brazen. According to industry insiders, Hulk Hogan disqualified from being on the wrestling Mount Rushmore. Do you believe, due to the antics and the controversy, that Hulk Hogan should be disqualified for being on wrestling's Mount Rushmore? Should he be disqualified from being a part on it, but being on it? You want to talk about massive. You want to talk about intriguing. This is pretty huge, guys. This is major. Ladies and gentlemen, and I think this is for the first time in the history of the WWE. I really do think this is for the first time ever. But you can correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong. We are going to get AJ Styles versus El Grande Americano versus CM Punk in a triple threat match, a Money in the Bank qualifier. Now, how could this be? How could you give this match away on free television? Well, I know it's not free, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it's not pay-per-view or premium live event. You're giving away a match like this on Raw. A match like this on Raw? You want to talk about a treat. You want to talk about something special. This match with CM Punk, AJ Styles, and El Grande Americano, which we all know is Chad Gable. We all know it's Chad Gable. But still, what an impressive match that is going to be on Monday Night Raw. And I'll tell you what makes it even more special and more exclusive, we don't see CM Punk compete on Raw every week. Hell, you'd be lucky if CM Punk even shows up on Raw every week. But that is exactly what we're getting. That is exactly what is happening. CM Punk will be in this explosive triple threat match with AJ Styles. Who will come away with the win? Who will come away the victor? It's anybody's guess as to who is actually going to ultimately win this match on Monday Night Raw. Who will qualify? Who deserves to qualify? This will be the final spot for the men's Money in the Bank. But that certainly is not all. You're mad because Logan Paul does WWE better than any professional wrestler does it. That is what John Cena said last night. And you know what? It would be hard to disagree because Logan Paul, whether you like him, for him, against him, hate him, criticize him, Logan Paul makes it look easy. Logan Paul makes being a wrestler look natural. He makes it look organic, and that is how spectacular and that is how easy Logan Paul took to the rings of the WWE. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on what was said from what John Cena said on last night's SmackDown. Cody Rhodes mentioned the final boss, The Rock, on SmackDown, and the fans booed. The fans gave that towards The Rock. What are your feelings, your thoughts on The Rock, the most electrifying man in all of entertainment? Julia, Damian Priest, and Solo Sikoa, their upcoming plans on SmackDown were revealed last night. As each of them have a strategy, they have a plot, they have a plan, and it is thickening right before our very eyes. What do you think about the plans, the future plans on SmackDown for Solo Sikoa, Damian Priest, and Julia? Also, SummerSlam. It would appear as if it will go down. It will happen. It will transpire right before our very eyes. It will be Solo Sikoa against Jacob Fatu, SummerSlam 1-on-1. That match is anticipated and expected to happen on the hottest blockbuster of the year. Unbelievable, guys. What a match that is going to be. And you could almost see the seeds being planted for that. You could almost see the wheels turning last night with Solo thinking about turning on Jacob Fatu. And this will be a great match for the undisputed WWE United States Championship. I don't know why I said the undisputed, because we all know the undisputed WWE Champion is John Cena. Chelsea Green sporting a mask to protect her face, but even that wasn't enough as Zelina Vega once again came away with the win, came away with the victory. Zelina Vega still your reigning WWE United States Champion of the Women's Division. It is now official for Monday Night Raw. The Red Brand. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, this is now confirmed. Stephanie McCurr is now officially a member of the Raw roster. It was rumored, it was speculated, but now it is official. Another former champion from WWE NXT is getting a WWE main roster call-up. Ladies and gentlemen, we appear as if, in an update, PWN is noting, along with Wrestling Observer, that Ricky Saints and Jordan Grace will be called up to the main roster of World Wrestling Entertainment. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on that. That is a crucial development. Speaking about crucial, we are working on a report as we're doing this video. This is why we do multiple videos a day. We do it around the clock, and we do it for all of you because the expectations, we give you the most detailed, the most expertise, the most emphatic WWE. We give you the impact of all the WWE backstage details because this show revolves around all of you. And again, just bear with me, guys. Just bear with me. We are working on this right now. This is just coming across with us fresh and true. Vince McMahon and the WWE, this whole lawsuit. What's going to happen with Vince? What's going to happen with the WWE? What's going to happen with the future of the World Wrestling Entertainment? Vince McMahon built corporate WWE around his personal life amid trafficking lawsuit. That is a new report coming out this morning. Vince McMahon built corporate WWE around his personal life amid the trafficking lawsuit. Again, your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions, and ultimately, will Vince McMahon, whether he's guilty or innocent, at the end of the court trial, at the end of the day, when all the smoke is cleared, when the sun comes up, is Vince McMahon going to come away with this thing innocent, or is he going to come away guilty? Your predictions, your analysis, your feedback on Vince McMahon. Also, how running Great American Bash, the WWE Great American Bash, against AEW All In might blow up in the face of WWE. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on that. Could that blow up ultimately with the WWE running shows up against AEW either on the same day or the next day, or hell, even in the same week? The WWE running the same pay-per-views, the WWE running in the same venues. What is going to go down? Maria May didn't choose WWE for the money. It was always the goal. What are your thoughts and your comments on Maria May, and will she be a great addition to the WWE roster? Chris Jericho reveals Sabu wanted his last match to end with a cruise ship plunge. And yes, even though it was several weeks ago, we still cannot believe the fallout, the sadness, the shocking events of Sabu passing away, Sabu dying. Absolutely unbelievable. AEW actually knew that Mariah May was WWE bound long before her removal from the AEW roster. And no matter what goes down, no matter what happens, if TKO has to drop out because of this lawsuit, because it makes the WWE look bad and in turn makes TKO look even worse for buying them out, could AEW buy out the WWE? Could AEW come in and be the one to take out the WWE and merge it with AEW? Again, with all this lawsuit, with this trafficking, with the sexual innuendos, all these different things being said and thrown out there, you gotta wonder, would AEW, with Tony Khan, with the money, with the investments, with the backing that AEW has and the endless amounts of bank accounts, would they sign a check? Could they buy out WWE if push comes to shove? Because listen, this could be detrimental. This could be controversial. This could send shockwaves through WWE. If Vince McMahon doesn't come out of this thing, if Vince McMahon doesn't win this thing, because you got to understand, it's not just Vince McMahon in the lawsuit, it's also the WWE. Again, the WWE and Vince McMahon are now under this microscope. You got to wonder, if they lose the Saudi Arabia deal, if TKO drops out of WWE, could AEW be willing? Would they be able? Would they want to come in and buy WWE? Because it would be completely different. It would be a different feeling, a different aura. It would be a different partnership. It would be different ownership. It would be different everything. Could they change the name of the WWE? Could they rebrand it with their own vision? I mean, guys, you can say that it would never happen, but do you understand how serious it is, a lawsuit? The magnitude of a sexual traffic lawsuit? I'm telling you, guys, the WWE may never be the same. Well, no, the WWE, no matter what, the WWE will never be the same coming out of this damn lawsuit. Naomi actually had a savage response after breaking into Bianca Belair's parents' house. Yeah, this thing really escalated. This thing took on a whole new life. This thing took on a whole new aura. Last night, the suspense was real between Belair and Naomi on the Blue Brand of SmackDown last night on the USA Network. Karrion Kross, who has been getting very popular and very viral online, seemingly reacts to the Money in the Bank qualifying match snub. He should have been in it. He should have been a part of it. Do you think Karrion Kross should be a part of the Money in the Bank ladder match? And are you a fan of one Karrion Kross? Is he going to be the next internet sensation and go viral for himself, kind of like Zack Ryder did over a decade ago? WWE being accused. Once again, it seems like the WWE is being accused a lot more often these days. The WWE being accused of abusing Chad Gable after a dangerous spot that took place on this past week's Monday Night Raw. Bianca Belair was going to have a special entrance in her hometown last night on SmackDown, but it got scrapped at the last minute. Yes, She was going to have this great, impressive entrance. It was going to be epic. It was going to be off the chain. It was going to be great for the eye. And then it got scrapped and it got canceled. It got pulled from Bianca Belair on SmackDown last night. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on that. Cody Rhodes tells Logan Paul to go back and polish John Cena's pacemaker before SmackDown erupted. Also, AAE, the Worlds Collide, the WWE, they're putting this big event together. Worlds Collide, the matches are all but confirmed. Andrade pulled off a shocking win to snag the men's Money in the Bank, the final spot for SmackDown. The Wyatt Six hijacked the broadcast of SmackDown last night. And what do you now think about the developments unraveling about the Wyatt Six? Javon Evans stumbles in WWE SmackDown debate after Ethan Page interference. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. JC Mato debuted with a new entrance and defeated R-Truth. That comes as no surprise on SmackDown last night. You need to make someone look good, just put R-Truth in the ring. Mariah May admits that WWE, she thought that a WWE tryout invite was actually fake, but it all turns out it was realistic. Viewers, fans, and subscribers, this is Seanzviewent Entertainment. This is where you get it hourly. This is where you get it around the clock. I will never stop. Stay tuned as we got plenty more of content to come. It may be the last day. It may be the final day of May. We're going into June, but we're going to end this off with a bang. Plenty more to come from the brash and the brazen, where I will never be mistaken.